Hello, welcome to Miss Deniger's Kitchen. Today we are talking about verbs in the simple past. Let's talk about some very important things. Today, Miss Deniger drank a juice. She used, U-S-E-D. Sie benutzte. She used a cutting board to cut an orange. I cut an orange in half. I took, ich nahm, so take, took. I took an orange half and I juiced. Hört sich wie T an, ist trotzdem ED. I juiced an orange. And with the juicer, so ER, the juicer takes the orange juice and I can pour it from the spout. Pretty cool. So Miss Deniger poured, hört sich wie D an, ist aber trotzdem ED. I poured the juice into my glass and I drank, simple past. Earlier today, not now, but before, I drank my juice. It was delicious. And I also cooked. Hört sich wie ein T an, ist aber nicht. To cook, kochen. I cooked, C-O-O-K-E-D, English E. I cooked today, I cooked some carrots. But before I cooked the carrots, I peeled the carrots. So a banana has a peel. You take a banana and you take off the peel from a banana. But with a carrot, it doesn't have a peel, but you need to peel the carrot with a peeler. Peeler. So, schälen. So, I took the peeler. Ich nahm. T-O-O-K. Ich nahm. I took the peeler and I peeled the carrots. Then, I also have two peelers. Here's the broken peeler. It's okay. It still works. I took the carrot and a cutting board and I grabbed my knife and I chopped. Hiya! To chop. Cook. I chopped. Oh, sorry, carrot. I chopped. I chopped. Hört sich wie T an, man schreit aber trotzdem ED, erste Vergangenheit. I chopped the carrot. Or you can say I cut the carrot. So today I cut, yesterday I cut. Cut. It's that easy. I cut a carrot. Ow! I cut my finger. So, erste Vergangenheit. I cut my finger. Ow! And before I chopped the carrot, before I cut the carrot, I took my sharpener and I sharpened my knife on the sharpener. Juicer, peeler, sharpener. I sharpened. Sounds like a D, but it's an ED. I sharpened my knife on the sharpener. And then I took my cheese slicer. Is it a cheese slicer? I don't know. It was a gift from my grandmother. Maybe it's an egg slicer. Maybe it's a cheese slicer. Maybe it's a finger slicer. I don't know. I took this and I didn't use it. Ich habe es nicht benutzt. Achtung, du, Hilfsverb in der ersten Vergangenheit. I do use it. Ich benutze es. Aber für Betonung könnte man I do use it oder I don't use it. Use. U-S-E. Erste Vergangenheit, I used it. Aber Achtung, jetzt bringe ich das Negative rein. I didn't use it. So do in der ersten Vergangenheit heißt didn't. I didn't use the cheese slicer or egg slicer or finger slicer because I don't know what to use it for. Maybe really big eggs? And I wanted to cook. So I took the pot off of my head and I put the carrots in and I cooked. So to cook, kochen, C-O-O-K, but it's the simple past, so I cooked. Sounds like a T, but it's an E-D. I cooked a soup with carrots. And then I was thirsty. Thirsty again. I was thirsty. I drank orange juice, but I was thirsty again. So I opened a bottle. I opened. Sounds like a D, but it's an open E-D. I opened a bottle of soda and I drank it. And when I was finished, I opened a can. I opened a can of tomatoes and I turned this and the lid on the Dose, popped up, and then I had tomatoes for dinner. So I had carrot soup and I had tomatoes. And now I think my pot is dirty. It was on my head. I'll clean the pot later, I think. So thank you for reviewing some words in the simple past. Thank you for coming to my kitchen. Can we please open up our, let's start with our workbook. Can you open up your workbook, 2-page? It's part of your homework. To page 55 in the workbook, not the English textbook. Okay, on page 55, can I put it behind my ear? No. On page 55. On page 55, you see here there is a text that we can read. Here it says, lies den Text. Achte beim Lesen auf die Gefühle der Personen. So, jetzt geht es wirklich darum, dass du halt nicht nur das Englische verstehst, aber dass du dann auch tatsächlich dann auch laut vorlesen kannst und du sollst ja freundlich oder erschrocken oder besorgt oder entsetzt sein. Ja? So, das wäre ganz schön wichtig, dass du das diese Woche auch übst. Okay, welche Gesichtsausdrücke passen auch dazu? Alright, let's look. Take some notes. Line number 1. In Mr. Moon's snack bar. Jay and Olivia are hungry. They go to Mr. Moon's snack bar. Mr. Moon says, "Hello, Jay. Hello, Olivia. How can I help you?" So, ihr sollt weiter dann vorlesen. Und ihr schreibt jetzt bitte, und zwar, gerne kannst du es mit einem Partner machen. Und sollst du auch. Gerne solltet ihr dann Sachen aufschreiben, und zwar auf Deutsch. Wir haben die Emotionen und Gefühle noch nicht auf Englisch. Und zwar, ihr versucht zu bestimmen, wie man halt dann die Sätze dann auch vorliest. Also sind sie zum Beispiel interessiert oder sind sie entsetzt oder freundlich. Ja? So that's the text on page 55 in the workbook. You read out loud to each other and maybe you have some good ideas. That would be great. Then you should write for 5A, you should write some things, when and where and what activities and food for the Greenwich Summer Festival. And for 5B on page 55, you're writing in German, and I think that'll be a little bit easier for you, I hope. Okay, you have 2 more pages. The pages that are for homework are also page 56 and page 57. This is in your workbook, and this is a bit harder. Down here, this part is for you to write. It says, write about your favorite place. So, my aunt, friend, uncle, mother, best friend lives in, okay, and you name a city and maybe a country. It's a village is a small town, and then there's a town, and there's a big city, right? So a city is bigger. A city is a Stadt. And it's a, then you need an adjective. An adjective for what type of place? And you can talk about, for number 2, 4, there's what is in that city or that town or that village. And there are, so name some more things. Okay, I hope that helps you a little bit with that page. On page 57, can you please try very hard to do this? It's talking about some clothing things or some things in general, like things in the classroom. And then you're talking about at the sports center and the shopping center and the flea market. So on page 57 in the workbook, maybe you can list, for number 3, you can list the things that you can do in those places. So what can you do at the sports center? At the sports center, I can. We did this many times. We did. So do, simple past. We did this, listing things many times, also öfter. We did this many times with the park. So what can you do in the park? In the park, I can run, I can play frisbee, I can play, eat, drink. You need a verb there, right? So all of these, number 3 on page 57, you need a verb. I can, verb, verb, verb. I can eat, I can play, I can swim. Yeah? Okay. Let's go now to page 87. Okay, on page 87, we reviewed this in class, but let's look again. Page 87 from the textbook. It says at the top, opened, watched, visited. And on number 9, it says choose the right verb, because only one verb actually works with that. So number 1 says, on Sunday, Dave's parents, they played a birthday party. They organized. Can you please say organized? You didn't say it. Can you please say it with me? Organized. 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 Nicht organized. Can you say played? Played. Not played. They played. So on Sunday, Dave's parents played. They didn't play a birthday party for Dave's father. They organized one. Okay. Number 2, let's listen. Dave talked. Talked. Can you say talked? Talked. Talked. Okay, so talked You hear a T, but it's not a T, it's an ED. Okay, Dave talked a lot for the part. He worked. You hear a T, but it's still an ED. So Dave worked, arbeitete. He worked a lot for the party. Number 3, he guessed. So to guess is, I don't know the number. Guess how many carrots Miss Dennige has in her hand. Guess how many. Rate mal wie viele. You are right. 1. So he guessed, erste Vergangenheit. So simple past, he guessed, he helped. Can you please say helped? What do you think it is? He guessed his mother with the barbecue, or he helped? He helped his mother with the barbecue. Okay, can you look at number 4? And we're going to do 5 and 6. Number 9, number 4 on page 87. It says, then, can you please say then? Then he played, he looked, played, looked. He looked table tennis with his father, with. Okay, then he looked no, he played table tennis. You're right. All right, number 5. It says, in the evening. What is evening again? Not the morning, not the afternoon. The evening, it's before the night. In the evening, his parents danced, nicht danced. His parents tanzten. His parents danced. Oh, his parents danced a lot, or did they listen a lot? No, his parents danced a lot. And the last one is, can you try to read it? Look at it. Dave, how do you say the O word? Opened. Dave opened. He watched. Dave opened or watched a film. Did he watch a film or did he open a film? Yes, of course, he watched a film. Okay, so that's a bit of the review, the sounds of the verbs. Can you take a peek, please, on page 88, 80, American English, AD, British English, AT, not 18, not 18, 88. Okay, the next page. Number 12 has 3 exercises. When you hear the sound, you hear, it's what we just talked about. We just talked. We talked. Wir sprachen darüber. Oder wir haben gerade darüber gesprochen. Die, T, or id. It's the sound. D, T, or id. This is the sound of the ED. So let's read them together. Can you say them with me, please? 12, 1. Say it with me. Played, listened, opened, loved. One more time, just a D. Played, listened, opened, loved. Played, listened, opened, loved. Can you say it fast? Played, listened, opened, loved. Played, listened, opened, loved. Played, listened, opened, loved. Okay, number 2. What sound is it? Is it a D, a T, or an ID? What do you think number 2 is? Looked, 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 looked. Man schreibt aber trotzdem ed. Wie oft habe ich das bis jetzt gesagt? Das werde ich immer wieder sagen. You still write ed. Looked, watched. What? Did you say what? Watched. Helped. Liked. Okay, let's say them again. Number 2. Looked, watched, helped, liked. Looked, watched, helped, liked. Do you want to say it fast? Okay, really fast. Get ready. Looked, watched, helped, liked. Looked, watched, helped, liked. Looked, blah, blah, blah. Looked, watched, helped, liked. Looked, watched, helped, liked. Okay. And the third one is the third sound. This sound, the id sound. So, visited. To visit is besuchen. But visited, besuchte, oder sie besuchten. They visited their family. Visited, wanted, started, needed. What is wanted? Sie wollten. I wanted to drink juice. Ich wollte Saft trinken. I wanted to choose an orange, but I had no oranges. Okay, visited, wanted, started, needed. I need to go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the toilet? British English. Visited, visited. Can you say it with me, please? Visited, wanted, started, needed. Really fast? Do we have to do it really fast? Okay, we'll go really fast. Can you do it with me, please? Visited, wanted, started, needed. Visited, wanted, started, needed. Visited, wanted, started, needed. Visited, wanted, started, needed. This is not so easy. Okay, now there's one more thing. I'm going to read a text with you. Can you read the text with me? So this video is a little longer because we don't have English class this week. I'm very sorry, but Miss Deniger is working with the 9th graders. Sorry. But on page 89, let's read the text one time together. And this is the one about a trip to Margate. And there are words in the simple past, the verbs. So let's look at them. All right. Read about Holly's day in Margate. Jay says, "What did you do at the weekend, Holly?" What did you do? Nicht what do you do, sondern erste Vergangenheit. Also in diesem Fall Hilfsverb. What did you do at the weekend? And Holly says, ich ging. Oder irgend sowas ähnliches. I went to Margate with my dad on Sunday. I went. To go, to walk, or go like gehen. I went to Margate. We don't know if she flew or if she drove or she went there. Okay. Jay says, Margate? Where's that? Holly says, it's at the seaside. So at the seaside, there's the sea and the side of the sea. Maybe like next to the sea. Okay. Jay says, I would. Ich würde. Very important. Please remember. I would like. Ich würde gerne. I would like. I'd like. I'd like to go to the seaside. How did you go there? By train? How did, nicht du, sondern erste Vergangenheit, simple past. How did you go there? By train? No, by car. What did you do there? So she went by car. What did you do there? We played frisbee on the beach. It was nice. Then we had, nicht we have, sondern for, it's the simple past. We had some tea and a fruit salad with lots of strawberries. 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 In German, the word straw is Stroh and berry, Strohbeeren. No, Erdbeeren. Oh, okay. Jay says, did you go swimming? No, we didn't. Did you go swimming? So, do you like swimming? No, I don't. Erste Vergangenheit. Did you like swimming? No, I didn't. Did you go swimming? No, we didn't. Why not? Holly says, because the sea was very cold. And Jay says, did you have fish and chips? Did, not do. Holly responds, fish, no. Chips, yes. So British English, chips are French fries, pommes. And crisps in British English are potato chips in American English. So you open a bag, you take it out, they're very crunchy. So fish, no. Chips, yes. I'm a vegetarian. Vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian, Jay. But the chips were great. Als Plural Chips sind. The chips were great. Nicht the chips was. Then we went. We gingen. We went to a shopping center and we looked at some postcards. Simple past. Wir schauten uns some postcards an. Did you send me a postcard? Did steht schon in der ersten Vergangenheit. Deswegen muss man nicht send in der ersten Vergangenheit dann schreiben. So, did you eat? Did you drink? Did you talk? Did you walk? Did you turn your tongue? Did you send me a postcard? And Holly says, no, Jay, I see you at school every day. No postcard for you. All right, I hope that you learned something. Please concentrate very hard and work very hard in English. I hope you have a beautiful week. Thank you for watching. If you watch this much, then I must say you are a very excellent English student. And I'll say goodbye.